Okay, I say share be mabusia ha. A smart Ghana update as we a news update. You say the trend there was Ghana. You cry social media. So the trend was amount for a few who do a free SHS. Or much as a free SHS lady. Say so many young 11111 say. And I almost cried your school fees or muse. First, I need your school fees in here, but at least your man acquire or Mongo Masemu Edimu. Ubako himself or caught 3 months, 2 weeks, so we are Babette Nephew, no, but Nephia. Wouldn't say be a 1 month and I said you do on a crown besa go school. But as I said, I come here and say I cried to be continuous school and I watch back. Ya chem, chai chem, no you go to form, you green for it to go to form got an FH green for idea. We saw one mercy green for got an FH go to for idea. This how fun they be brainer pie lie. Also, money yes, I free SHS and double track some home. Now, I and same year, I will for Binuma can, and I say so a year. Vice presidential candidate at the NDC Amanyuku, Mame Professor Jane Opoku Ajiman, and not done 2 million, as a matter of fact, as a narrow. A yara sem pie and a raw woman from school, and I feel soon a raw, and the ama I will form Mama. Echo free SHS CBA, and what just a book will be to me even you rack and Furata crackine. As well, no be to me grammar tennis school fees. You are all for no be bromate me moment school fees. As for basic chin train free SHS. And as I go free SHS, I say, Nema, I just say, I Japan some, I never like a sergeant. I'm a free SHS. Who said the echo, who said the eba, or as Moko Tenefi, Bosumena Maba, or why as we move school, or say, idea, a yara, what summer would dijow at the mamma fra. And I will for our woman and go free SHS Libya. I was there for young quite and could see mammy, Professor Jane, Opoquajima, my bar, not yet in common.
Free SHS became a campaign issue. The former president had his own plan, and the president today also preferred a different solution. Now, having listened to parents, especially the anger, the tone of the students, how does it come to you?
It comes to me as a very disturbing phenomenon, and I want to begin by expressing sympathy. I want to sympathize with the students, especially when they say we are not learning anything. And this is not something I'm making up. We all have children in our families, in our communities, everywhere. And when they seem to be saying the same thing, then it's disturbing. And there are countries or places where children have to be motivated even to go to school. They have to be motivated to learn and so on. And if we have children who are already there and they are saying that we are not learning, it means that children want to learn. So some dream is being stifled, and that I find disturbing, and I want to sympathize with that. I want to move on to sympathize with the school management, the headmaster, the headmistress, the teachers, the housemasters, the support staff, the kitchen staff, my table people, all of them, because they are all parts of the system that supports the school. And it is not so much that things have changed. When you are supported to deal with the change, it's a little easier. So I want to sympathize with them too. And then, of course, a parent. A parent sending a child to school is expressing hope. It's expressing their confidence in the system to support their child for the best in the child to come out. So when that doesn't seem to be happening, then it is disappointing to the parent, to the community, to the child himself, and even to the school also. So you see there's a whole chain of connection. So my immediate reaction is sympathy. But I haven't gone that path. It looks that now the bubbles at the bottom of the pots are coming up and bursting. We are hearing a few more voices. I don't know what took so long.
I have personally followed the conversation, and the narrative, especially among ordinary parents, is that they would have preferred to pay school fees. I remember before the policy was implemented, the former president made some proposals. Now, looking back and fast forwarding to today, how does it come to you?
It comes to me as a missed opportunity, in the sense that we had very, very clear proposals. We knew there were parents who could pay. It wasn't by accident that the current Minister for Finance was even, expressing the same idea we had, that he could pay for 10 people. There are those who cannot pay for anybody, okay? So there are in between those who can pay for 10, who can pay for 1 or 2, there are those who can pay for anyone. And that doesn't mean that those children should be denied education. So what we did was to target. Our philosophy is to build the society from the bottom up. So it is those who have been left behind. When you talk about people not being left behind, so it creates the image that we are all in the queue. But there are some who are not in the queue. And it's the business of government to bring those people in the queue. So our policies under His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, his concern has always been about how does this help the underprivileged. So the policies were crafted on that concern to ensure that we are targeting, that we are bringing people on track, that we are helping those who would otherwise have no chance. There are many, many people right now that the government is taking care of who would have had the chance. There are parents who are now saying, we want to pay. But for me, yes, the money part is important, but it's the strategy itself that they may wish to review. For example, how come the school reopen, announcement is gone out, students have left home, and on the middle of the road, or even when they have arrived at the school, now you tell them that, no, go back and come back 1 month. That's not about money. This cannot be about money. Okay? How come in the middle of the term is extended or cut short? That's not about money.
Vice presidential candidate to the NDC, Amanyoko, Professor Jane, and I yet saying in Kano. Yanso, they are coming to us within Eddie Adwa, a champoma. And I did. Free SHS in some. Yasaba Betna Subi. Yeah. It says our phone complaining. A boom watches or map, maybe a name do no map him. Almost some commercial almost school fees, snake and crown in your quality education.
Yes, I shall be indeed. Mpenisi 20 years in Yacheswa. And the baby otomfo so bono na eho no hia no ti na oruso bo it's good said that day no you better na ya discuss what goes on in Ghana, and for that matter the developmental aspect of building the country no idea paramount ya osi nyina no ye hwena ye ka ho asem. However, nipa dodo asan na complaining and nipa dodo asan so na age atum ana mo se the economy ni je ho, and do bia be ka bia nso ni personal opinion, and opinions are like no so bia de fata nanim. So what I say enti se nipa tan kra na eka se free education omunya nkomo abetuom school fees I think say your opinion just say respect it. Me ubisa me and abisa per little discussions I've had with people no tells me say still free education no despite the fact here what challenges were no idea ya depa me the DB I will always stick by my words.
That is also someone what it here.
Yes. Me so some matete no. Okay. In some matete no man who say still no free education no best. Okay. The Indian say dodo na so omo abetumi atua omo school fees no. How many are they? Sa for no mo dodo sen percentage wise what is their percentage level? So what I say on percentage sen. So omo 40 and eka na say 60 and so fees enko the economy okay. That means that they are good because majority carries the vote. So what I say. However, me shesa aban enso no anka de achi ade sen no se free education aba am say free education by asagura Sympathy years mu na ewe enti sadan
na 4 years so about 2017
say am say asagura Sympathy years abakwam enti se school dan ena ema yenya enough I mean a challenge ama yentumi accommodating kwadani na at the time yes see dan bi ka ho after
dan yesini kwa
ni yesini kwa yesini say na free education say nye enough form sa o it you will see dan it's part of the free education system no it's part of it o dey abandi yentumi nkan because ye na maye ene ma anya anya nam sake ka se ye tran watwe asisi dan na wiansa free education anka bia yenye
ya finish yi blocks na
anka yenye
okay
yes they had see a trauma we school buildings and some free education anka yenye and our percentage we dey be too da according to research about 65% of people who complete school every year 65% of them get access to secondary education, which is good because medical catcher say adwuma bi pie krom ne se kofa certificate bra untu kofa JHS certificate ma because there's no certificate e mo bi kwa mo yedma o e de JHS certificate yedma but at least se the coach me namu wana no nya SHS certificate at least filling station adwuma bi ko betumi akoye bi ana adwuma bi aba require SHS
certificate in kwade na nka say soft chabosom ka ga na to abama no because of chabosom ga sen ko ba certificate no so obi ane ne nwumanim obi de konkan ebi de konkan enu ntini say JHS no unya wie JHS a okọ SS1 a first year no ye be ma certificate second year ye be ma certificate and sana third year to go first year na wintimi to aso bi ma you earn it there
akraba iwa you didn't come why and semen come why
daje we are talking about certificate and soft chabosom ne manifesto de ba ye ni nsema ne wom bi na mayidi aba selling certificate
and am say me di me come why and semen come because wo ha ana eto abawie ya soft chabosom na abonji ono ne nkofo no mo koy campaign because wo mo ka prekla na o ka chawo so wi ni na obebo a wo na ni ha so it means that talk is cheap.
Okay.
Odo anodo nwene bi mwo. Nti ma menka masem. Kuro ben so na akọ ya udru form 1 ma certificate udru form 2 ma
certificate.
Baby abedu bia certificate no. Yes school na 3 year term.
And 3 year term because of chabosom dey. O se baby abedu.
Ana me cheze he fa na akọ ya okohu bi saa.
Se ka fe na se bibia we do it.
No bibia do ya Nyankopon abodie mu no. Nyankopon nyansa ode ma nipa no ho. Eno an ye di ru wiase nyina of bibufo bi ensi nyansem no me wo form 1 me ngumasua enko form 2 me ngumasua enko form 3 na maye mature it is odu form 1 na ma me certificate and odu form 1 na ma me certificate na wan toaso anwie school na mi wa system no so no ade achi ade ese nyina no upgrade na ho enti komo obi form 1 certificate about the be or the cotton nua osokoban ana
say so chabosom ye president and so be sa penuma as certificate for no ba ombe
e ba che ne ana eji se bia plan foforo asase foforo so na bia obe sa Ghana enya Ghana asase wiase asase we su de mi hu bi sa fantastic ma men kama sam
okay
enti na me ka se aban no momodian say after 3 years there sa komosha minim say understand the Minister of Education about say even E blocks we could do almost complete about 29 of them. It's almost complete the end. Because it is a good a double track system come year free ho. So I'm team ntia edaso ewo some of the schools. Baby on ma year free baby so well enti no omo hwana nationwide no yenyi sad nim free ho because me dem believe say nipa 150 kura na be class na obia betumi asua de ma na ho atonoma at least yenya tibonko sofo bebrebe megu kroma I support it enti omo so fees an ko mo betumi atuom school fees no ye wo grad friends and PTA that is parent teacher association omo keka omo humum na omo ntwa sika bi na aban wasua ye school fees ni ade a ye so ye de e woni eje na fa bi si adan na ye nkola no nkom anka it would have been perfect dan of course most of betumi asi sorry
that is some so betumi atwa fees
mo am so betumi atwa fees no
Ghana mo betwa fees
no Ghana kan betwa fees no
monkeka
mom parent teacher association no monkeka mom e bia enya 4 billion Ghana cedis aban enso de bateje na fa bia school nim se be ya ye be double track na from ye nkola na nya kwan akom school na se dormitory kura ye sini more na nkola na ba mo nya ba bia dasua de ma ye nyina ho atoyen because people somewhere have been doing it. It's not about complain. O complaining ahwe ma anya ba stay say so
it has come to stay.
It has come to stay.
Say bia dey nti almost complaining because your man paying that John Dramani Mahama e dey tuja. He said dey na ma me
Jim
Opokumensa ka no. O che say wono dey na nkode ba no. E ka wonya ne say Ghana nyina nkwa ne nyina nko school free e ba ko fa sa pressure we dey ba no. Na emum wo mo be ma we o makọ wo ma as opportunity ni obi wa no ma wo nyes kan fentwe sa fees no edina nka wo mo no aban na so masene ama mo de na ye free but obetimi atua na de that person pays for it said the better quality education no will be sustained.
Amokanza during campaign.
Sana mama professor.
No. Did they say that during campaign? Hwe FD abo ani so nko. Ye wokuma 2020 election. The omo kam nyate ase ne say amanfo de nam se oba betwa free education nim na nye no kore oba obetoa so. Hello.
Oba be shimkina.
Obetoa so. Ndu ka say anka obechiche mu ni ade ade. Ada anka say me de free education me ba mo ampo se mutua no. Mama mo tua na mo nso so a munya sika ntua no ya somasene na anka on hesa anka nanka percentage no nya anka obenya. Because majority of people feel say free education no boawom. It is a kakra feel say enya. I know say all these things no there are political motivations in it. I am not saying say free education need challenges. Why? Because say bia we kontompo ni da brabani. A lot of challenges. I be an American say you hear dormitories, you hear dying. Nanso so no so nche say anka ne man kora ne nyina mu fie.
As much as what challenges no.
So what you say?
At the same time it is helping.
It is helping. It is helping a lot of people. Say you free education na kora ya ade so nyo no nko awo. Aso no nko an de na ye student ye kan. Omo yan kora miensa mayo mienu be ma baako. Say you free education ko school ko akobetumi akobipo na obenye scholarship. So in as much as you have challenges it's also helping people in diverse way. Etimayen nyade say ye pese demonize ade no as pese condemn ade na
the negative side no.
The negative side no ye behwe kwa ye hwe no from positive eye.
Okay.
Teniye se ye behwe negative side kwa ye hwe with positive eye. Okay, aban also ye betua school fees. Sorry, ye ntua school fees. O fa ebia ho ka. Enti ye de ye fees say ye concern for go ye ho tamana school fees wo kwa no. PTA for nko atum ko si ebia dormitory e de school bi onti bi da beblebe si it's a movie say nka mbotu atwa school fees na ban no atwa fair enough mo so botu aka mo abo no mo si bibia abo ban na maye bibia mo fees en ma ade no nwie peye no mo de abo ban no kanoko abebo me so mo a real citizen of the country.
Okay.
And a Ministry of Ghana Education Services no on so hunu say yes, I had free education, but the Kakani content, the free education. There are much room for improvement. Also, to almost pay job, the main person at TBM choir and a COVID and a COVID. And a COVID. No.
Is it COVID? No, Yamia, I don't know about 4.
Munya COVID. No,
or Mamma, you team do.
Na, almost school down being Kahonam crying in Kobe. A crab purpose of school be a man Kobe. Becoming education there, mem education near club because nipping in education. More may sorry to say, yeah, mamma dear, yen education and a year. But Bama, yes, and yet education canon yesika. Ayana a katakata never be so. So what I say. But obey education. Even Krano Yana, 7 Abrabo Cran Shatta nye, a Ibianania, a hobby, party be or Ghana, also many people one co school papa, dear, near who trip in the corn. Even those that ama, or Muhia, power and the only no call you. Sanquaco squank way in Swat at dinner, to me education there. May offend Yagro, and you say because free education the ban. Some people have benefited from it.
Okay.
A lot of them have benefited. It heard from that angle also.
Okay, the side Mdika Kai, and I'm Professor Jane Hoko Adman, I can't want some. Say, I buy no yan I say, me any free now will be a baby, the challenges about it's any Yakupo next year, which is 2021 or 2022, and quite on the school. No, your band it said be at the NDC for Cano. You'll bet me a chia, one moment to meet you and couldn't free, and also so, yeah, Renada, we na Emwa. Well,
sir, and also cry at the ba sane bosa basa no a nipa kakra bi no a ama I mean se no moye 10 pekra na ka se on betumi atua bosa saad no ba pe ba nipa 5
na wo ye sure se nipa rekwa bi beba
what you say etina make sure se nsem go ho politically motivated
janka ba no ka ba ne sa so anko ne sanka be hu o mom so metimi atwa
so what you say no ye no sa when school fees ye mfa metua ne mfa hwe hwan na metua school fee never hwan mini sort ade na se a metumi atua mpa watua ba me ne ohia ni ba na te class ye nyina buso e ba ye nyina na ehwem nipa do say be sa
soro de form
what you say so nti everyone may politically motivated onkofo and ahye onkofo kutupa samonka so what you say
to you no free education is the best policy.
Still free education is best for Ghana.
Okay.
Ma omo e ka no so the 2% wise so I homu na Ghana is ka for do say na wa
bebre
is ka for e Ghana do
of course
sa what do no
yeah
omo wo sika no enya no sika pacha omo so eni bi no do so pa Ghana omo wo sika for pe wo ko 30% of the population I'm telling you omo so it is a 30% ebetumi atua ana onye obi anso na eskani obi o onye skani ba na adwuma wo ye no obetumi atua ha and there and so kra become one fa say rofi uke komo nyina buma be 40% ebetumi atua 60 na aka na it is still mean for me free education is good yenwe na how be o bia yen solve na en sustain me nya kra so the parliament na ekwa na law say be aban fufu bi bada achi bia o metwam because ade no bo ankofo bebrebe bo ankofo bebrebe per little research that I've done it tells you say ankofo amonye free education so fa so no omdo so pa ya enye politics so what I say me aban otisu yo de watwamu oba na be ya de pa ye beka so what I say oba ye bono so a ye beka amra amampani dada mahama oba ye circle Dubai me bona ba so pa even though say Ghana engineers e wokruma no failing no omo ntumi anhwe a nso to ade ho yiri no so atase no ne ade a na ha dwene ba yiri kura no still ade a ye wosoro flyovers ni bi mu a chese eboa ene because cycle na ho yes a traffic prone zone yet so onye duru ho adaje ni poso to be yes ade bona baso nti oye terminal 3 enso ye bona baso so atase nti we ade pa ye beka it is free education so ade pa de o se ye ka ni ehwe na stay dance ye be demonize no ma ko ese anke betumi atua na anke betumi atua momo amoma
fo so ade ba kwa edi ba kwa ya member semetu no
so ma kam na ye ho na un sabe president Ghana photo be ali
no say obeko Dubai wo
ni akonya
Dubai for no mo say Chroma circle
ana Ghana
no never do that
na akoya you say Ghana Dubai Dubai
ana enkena Dubai
are you joking ensi but ma kam na ye ho say politician ma fa nipa ni bi no mum Kwame Nkrumah ye ho no esa Kwame Nkrumah ye first president of Ghana oye ho ne for Kwame Nkrumah circle na so aba betum nchene a adan ye maintain Kwame Nkrumah interchange na circle Dubai because the political gains unnecessary political gain cheap
e was saying for Ghana for penny for sadin was for mo hwe sa wo mo ye ade o so mo nyam be man penifo a wo na bakọ wo mo nti na Ghana wo ho no na ye kwa kofefa din bi abrochire din di aba beto so mi wa so nkwa abrochire komu sa ade ni bi broni be na be si ni bi aba be fa Africa din di ato so edin kwa na time na nka ba so da kwa akoto na ade so sa ade ne de penifo mu hwe ni sa se ko Dubai kwa da metia bi ato me so ai se keje tie e na keje tie Dubai na msi ade du ho aba
keje ya Dubai
I was a favorite Musiani. I said, I am on a Sunday, my name, and I said, Mama by you, Yami Adoma. You ever saw any much chamber, my reviews or document when I feel so subscribe. And now, first time I will be near. Now, I subscribe. Said, a video snina, when you be a share. No, I share, I'm moving so, and you be a share. You must see, I don't know, you ever say, share, ya come.